All right, I'm in Croatia on a wellness retreat on a yacht that is so amazing. I mean, we've learned so much about how to get well. I mean, it's from all different kinds of wellness practitioners. I've got Alicia with me right now, who is going to tell you all about herself and the amazing work that she does to help people really, what would you say is the ultimate outcome?
To live in their natural state of unconditional love, joy, health, wealth, abundance, and freedom.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. So, Alicia, tell us more about you. You're going to love this.
Yeah. So I'm Alicia. I had severe depression for about 5 years or so, and I was trying everything to heal, and nothing was working for me until I found mind body medicine. Mind body medicine is all about getting to the root cause of your illness, because there's always an emotional cause for everything. It doesn't matter if it's a chronic illness or an acute illness, even if you think it's just a physical injury, like it happened because I was playing sports, like it has nothing to do with anything emotional. I hear people all the time say, well, I have back pain because I'm on the computer all day, and it's like, no, there's a reason why you have back pain and someone else doesn't have back pain who's also on the computer all day. There is an emotional cause to your underlying illness, and it's an energy or a state of being or a state of consciousness. So mind body medicine is all about getting into a consciousness higher than where the problem got created, because it got created based on your state of being, your state of consciousness. Maybe you were carrying fear or shame or powerlessness or victim energy that you didn't even know was in your body, so then you manifested an illness, so that then now you feel the fear, now you feel the shame. So now you can heal it because you're aware it's there, rather than being some dormant thing in your energy field that you didn't know was there.
Okay.
So your illness is just a message, information, your body's saying, hey, I need something from you. It's not meant to be you suffering, and it's not actually meant to be complicated to heal either, because your body wants you to heal. The only reason the illness is there is so that you can heal it, and so with the problem comes the solution. That's what mind body medicine is all about.
So how would you describe that solution?
Yeah, so the solution is it doesn't exist in the same consciousness as the problem. So either by coming into a higher consciousness, the problem just goes away, because now you don't have fear in your body, or you don't have victim consciousness in your body, so now the illness just can't exist in your body. So sometimes that is all people need, is we just clear the emotions, and then the illness goes away, or the problem. It's not just an illness, it can be any problem in your life. This is how I solve every problem in my life.
Right.
Or what happens when you come into higher consciousness is now the physical solution exists if you need one. It's different for every person. So if that's like a physical practitioner, or a resource, a supplement, maybe for some people it is even a medication or something like this. Doesn't reject conventional medicine. This is like open to all resources that you didn't even know existed when you come into a higher consciousness. You might hear of a modality you've never heard of, or something like that.
So let's talk, because I know what you're saying, and maybe somebody out there is saying, well, walk me through, how do I get into that higher sense of consciousness?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So if anyone has ever seen the human scale of consciousness, it's a scale of emotions, and shame is at the bottom. And as you go up, it's like guilt, apathy, fear, anger, courage, and then it's like love, joy, peace, enlightenment. So love, joy, peace is your natural state. Meaning, like, if you've ever felt fear and then you dissolved the fear, you just felt peace. You didn't have to force yourself to feel peace, jump to a higher consciousness, force yourself into that higher consciousness. It was already there when you dissolved the fear, because that's your natural state. And it's the same thing with joy. Like, if you feel despair and then you dissolve despair by welcoming it, we can talk about how to do that,
Right.
then you just naturally feel joy.
Okay.
So that's how you get to higher consciousness. You're just dissolving what's not aligned with your natural state.
Right.
Yeah.
So walk me through how that
Yeah. So essentially, it's awareness is the most important thing, because your body is electromagnetic and already knows how to transmute energy. There's 3 main functions of your energy body. You are a transmitter, so you're constantly giving off a vibration, a frequency, a consciousness. Those are all different things, by the way. They're not the same thing, but you're giving off all of those. You're also a receptor, so you can feel people's energy. You can tell if I'm upset, even if I'm not saying anything. You're a receptor. And then you're also a transmuter, meaning you can transmute energy. You can dissolve emotions. Your body already knows how to do it when you're not resisting it. So instead of contracting when you're upset, if you softened and you brought more awareness to it and you didn't resist it, your body would dissolve it, especially with breath as well. Like, just not even complicated breath work, just breathing all the way down into your belly, so you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system state, your rest and digest state. So I use this tool that's 3 steps. It's ABC: awareness, breath, and conscious choice. But awareness is the most important part, because when you're bringing awareness to what you're feeling, you're not resisting it. You're like, oh, where do I feel it?
Okay, so take this from somebody who knows very little.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So, might be a dumb question, but how do you gain this awareness? How do you kind of, how do you gain the awareness?
So when you're triggered, you already feel the pain in your body somewhere.
So just kind of knowing, being aware yourself of the problem, that's what you're talking about.
I mean, so like, let's say you had pain in your body right now.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways to bring awareness, but I would just start with, hey, where do you feel it in your body?
Okay.
So while you're like, oh, okay, I kind of feel it in my stomach, that was 5 seconds right there that you weren't resisting your pain.
Yeah, so this is very key. This is what I wanted to get to, because you had explained this to me the other day, and I internalized it.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, okay, so when a lot of people think in terms of psychology, they think in terms of things in the mind.
Yes.
And if I've got lower back issues, you're saying that it's possible that you can apply a treatment
Yes.
to help solve that problem.
Yes.
Whereas, kind of what I've always thought is it's inflammation. I take drugs. I do these things to basically, get to start feeling better, stretch, stay fit, all these things.
Yeah. So let's say you did that. Okay. And let's say you felt temporarily better.
Okay.
You didn't clear the energy of why you got back pain in the first place, which could be you don't feel supported financially, emotionally, or you're feeling guilt.
Okay.
It's still in your body.
Yeah.
So either the back pain is going to come back and then you're going to have to keep doing what you did, or something else is going to show up in your life to have you feel the guilt or the fear about money. You might like lose your job or something. Like something worse could happen because you didn't address the root cause.
I forgot to mention this.
Yeah.
Very, very important for people listening. I don't think we really got to it. Alicia's by profession and by training is an engineer.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you hear some engineering, kind of more scientific, that's what we're hearing. And it's really your credentials are amazing. And so so it's great to really kind of people to understand this is not just moving kind of
Yes,
stuff.
because I felt that way when I found this work, because I was very analytical because I was a chemical engineer. So that's why I liked it. I was like, this just makes total sense to me. Your body is electromagnetic. You can measure this. You can measure these emotions in your body. You can dissolve them and then measure right after your vibration and see that something changed.
Right.
There's so much science behind it. And then I also love studying quantum physics, which I studied at Quantum University in Hawaii, because quantum physics does a really good job of explaining that your consciousness is affecting your reality. By me observing something, it is having a physical effect on what I'm observing. There's like so many studies about that. When you're looking at water and sending an attention to water and then you freeze the water, your thoughts when you're looking at the water, if you're angry, that water molecule is going to look different than if I'm looking at it and I'm sending loving thoughts to it. Our consciousness and observation is affecting physical reality. Consciousness, or sorry, quantum physics does a great job of explaining that.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy for what's a Wednesday afternoon in Croatia. It's what? It's
Saturday.
Oh my gosh! No way.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, scratch that. Edit that one out, please. So, it's what more can we talk about in this regard? So, if somebody's listening to this for the first time, just like I was. They can really get a good appreciation for what it is and what they might be feeling outside of what they typically might be thinking, and then how it's going to help.
Yeah.
Because all this is about wellness.
Yeah. So what I would say for everyone out there, maybe that's also very analytical, your body is primarily vibration, not physical matter. Like if you actually were to break down your body into the smallest subatomic particles, you're 99.9999999% empty space vibration and 0.000000001% matter. So if you just solve your problems by physically taking action, you're not even accessing your real power because you're primarily vibration. So you can continue to do things that way, but you'll just be moving the parts around. So the most important thing you can do is shift your internal state, because you're primarily energy and vibration. How you do that is through more awareness. My mentor always tells me, if all I can do for someone is get them to be more aware of what they're already experiencing, they will start to heal, because you're not in resistance now and it can move through. So just bring more awareness to what you're feeling instead of trying to distract from it, avoid it, push it away, or just take physical action.
And I think awareness, don't take it one step further, kind of understanding.
Actually, you don't need to understand
Oh,
it in
you
order
don't
to
need to
heal.
know.
So reason is right below love on the human scale of consciousness. So meaning if you have to understand it in your mind first before you let in love, you will just stay in the consciousness of reason, because love is above reason. Versus, I'm just going to bring compassion to the part of me that's in pain. I don't understand why I'm in pain, but I'm going to bring awareness and love and compassion to the part of me that's in pain, and it's going to start moving. Even if you never understand what the message was or what the energy was, you actually don't need to understand it. But understanding, like for some people it can be helpful, like, okay, I'm aware I have fear about money, so I'm going to stop distracting every time I get scared about money and drop into my body. So it can be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this on pause.